Is it possible that my idea, that is different than your idea, can create a third idea that is even better than the first two? But it can never happen unless I take the risk to be changed. My background is the military. I spent 13 years in the Salvadorian Army. When I came to the United States, after we signed the peace agreement in my country, I came with $272 in my pocket. And of course, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a work permit, so I had to wait. But when I got my work permit, they put me to work with people just like me who didn't speak the language, who didn't have any work experience in the United States, and didn't have any job reference. I had no history of working in this place. Nothing wrong with cutting grass, but it's not what I wanted to do. But that was my first job. Then I did construction work, mechanic work, door-to-door sales, until juvenile justice. They were opening a boot camp. Boot camp, that was my industry. So I said, yeah, I can do this.
I mean, just hearing everything he said, it was so completely inspirational.
He informed, he inspired, and he also entertained.
So I said, well, how can I transform that and market myself? That's the day I opened my company. That's the exact day I went to my basement of the house that I'm about to lose. You know, let's use the basement before I lose the house, right? And you realize that people continue making the same mistakes over and over and over again, complaining the same excuses that they have had since middle school. They still have it now in adulthood.
But things that he said, it was so instrumental to me on a personal note. He made it life applicable. I mean, it makes me just want to go out there and just be that much more focused in the goals that I have.
Saying I found myself unemployed but employable. I still have my ability to perform. I have my knowledge, my education. I have my intellectual property. So I opened my own business. And since then, I've been speaking to thousands of people every year. And every time I introduce a new idea in my head, my brain is no longer the same size. Has been expanded by a new idea, by a new thought. Is that making sense? So I don't want to limit my brain from growth. So don't just be goal-oriented, be growth-oriented. Become the person who meets the goal that you want. Nothing is interesting if you're not interested. Learning is meant to be a lifetime pursuit. Practice, 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 mess it up, correct it until you learn it. Once we learn it, we progress. At some point in everyone's life, we may wonder why we haven't achieved the goals we set when we were younger. You know what? I believe. Come on. You know what I'm talking about.
It was amazing. I was telling Mr. Castro that his presentation was timely because I needed the push. I needed to hear it. It was like the kick in the pants that I needed.
Luis is a great guy. He's a great communicator. He's very engaging, very knowledgeable. He has something to say. And I know he'll make a tremendous difference in your life or your organization.
He was not just talking the talk, but he's also walked the walk.
My message is simple. I believe that there is a better person who lives in people's hearts, in people's souls. There's a much, much better person than the person I see every morning in the mirror. And knowing that, and because there is a lot of discouragement, it's a lot of people have lost hope that things may go better, I feel like, yeah, I can give him some hope. I did the work, I put the sacrifice, I paid the sacrifice. I did things that people may say, they always say, Luis, that's stupid, that's crazy. I have done some things that it really sounds crazy, but knowing that that's exactly what I was born to do, and knowing that people have the same purpose in life, but they haven't discovered it, that's my quest, to go from places to places, audiences and groups and conference rooms and big, auditoriums, telling people there is a better person who lives inside of you, but you have to learn that, you have to know that and accept it and release it. And you need help. That's what I do, Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.